I'm single! I'm just a little high maintenance.
Guys, I figured out the reason why I'm single.
Guess who has a boyfriend? Not me, bitch. Y'all be safe out there.
Last time I was single, I was 24 and the dating pool was everyone. And now it's like a shallow puddle of age-appropriate men who are old and gross, and I don't want to do that.
No, I'm fine. I'm totally fine being single. It's a real thing. It's fine.
And she just goes, I love you. And I said, what? And she goes, I love you. And I said,
I don't remember.
And then, no, she said it a few times, about to say it, and then she says it before me. She steals my moment.
Yeah, I did.
Stole the thunder.
She stole it.
It was just too much. I was excited.
I thought he asked me out, but he wanted to hang out as friends, so I thought it was a date.
She asked me out.
No, you said come hang.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't know it was a date.
When we first started going out on dates, she used to pull up to my house minimum 20 minutes early, maybe 30 minutes early.
So true.
And she would wait outside, but she didn't realize that my cameras could see like down the street, and her car would just be parked outside for like 30 minutes. And she would just...
Who said I love you first?
She did. She said it so many times.
Can't
But
say it at
I didn't
dental work, yeah.
I didn't say it. He asked me out. What? It was crazy. It was crazy.
Did Benny propose, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She proposed.
Yeah, it was good to be here. Yeah.
She proposed.
Many people had sent compilations of the couple's interactions, noting that while clips can be misleading and do not represent a full relationship, they still sparked curiosity about their dynamic. She emphasized that marriage is a serious commitment that comes with ups and downs, moments of frustration and moments of deep love, and that no relationship is perfect, especially in the public eye. She compared this to the relationship between Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber, explaining that their public appearances often show mixed emotions, sometimes affectionate and other times tense, and she suggested that couples, especially those constantly scrutinized, should present a more united front, although some might argue that authenticity matters more than appearances. She also pointed out how people constantly bring Selena into conversations about Justin and Hailey, even years later, which has become exhausting for many observers, yet continues to happen regardless. She questioned why past relationships are repeatedly revisited, suggesting that if people truly move on, they should leave things behind. She admitted that many clips of Selena and Benny made her question their compatibility, saying she never fully understood their pairing and even joked about his appearance, particularly his hair, which she described as consistently dry and unkempt. Over the years, humorously suggesting he needed better hair care products or even a complete style change. She mentioned how fans had created edited images of him with different looks, implying he could appear more polished, though she clarified those opinions came from fans rather than herself. She contrasted his appearance with Selena's polished and elegant image, noting how she often appears refined and put together, especially with her successful brand Rare Beauty, which she praised for its quality products, even mentioning how effective its eyebrow gel is. During an interview they did together, she recalled being distracted by details like his toenails, which she described negatively, adding to her confusion about their overall presentation as a couple. The conversation then turned to a question about who takes the longest showers, where Benny admitted he does not shower daily but spends a long time when he does, describing it as a reflective experience, which surprised many viewers and raised questions about his hygiene habits. The narrator expressed disbelief that someone so successful could casually admit to inconsistent hygiene, though she acknowledged that mental health struggles can sometimes affect such habits, while also noting that he had not publicly discussed such issues. She concluded that Selena seemed unbothered by this, suggesting she genuinely accepts him as he is, which reinforced the idea that she truly likes him despite public criticism. She acknowledged that he might be kind and attentive, pointing out how he remembers details about her, though she argued that devoted fans could do the same, and ultimately stated that their relationship works for them regardless of outside opinions. She then reflected on Selena's global popularity, describing her as admired, influential, and
Blanco
widely
knows the
followed,
things
with
that he
major
knows,
achievements
because
like Rare
listen,
Beauty
the
contributing
media
to her
will
legacy.
paint Justin
However,
Bieber to be
she
X, Y,
also
and Z,
expressed
and you don't
criticism,
have to like Justin
suggesting
Bieber. That's not
Selena
what his video is about.
sometimes
But one thing just about
portrays
Selena
herself
Gomez, I
as
mean,
a
he literally did it
victim
in the
and should
records where
focus
Benny
more on
Blanco
moving
would be there
forward,
producing
while
them.
still
So
acknowledging that
make
everyone
it make sense.
experiences
Okay, so the point
hardship
is,
and
these
growth.
two had a really
She
great
describes
relationship.
Selena
They will
as a
be
hopeless
posting
romantic who
videos of them
deeply
on
desires
FaceTime
love,
calls together,
emphasizing
all
that this
smiles and
trait
giggling.
likely
Like, they would
influences her
post this
choices
for
in
the world to see.
relationships.
Let's just be clear on
Subscribe
that,
if you're
okay? This is
following
not
this
just
story so
speculation.
far.
So it
She
is really
recalled a
grimy
period
that
when
Benny
Selena
Blanco went
publicly
for
spoke about
one of
being
his
single,
bros'
sometimes
exes.
joking about
That's
it,
just bizarre.
sometimes
Because I would
expressing
never be able to
frustration,
trust you again.
which
You've
led to
heard me talk about
compilations, portraying her as seeking attention or longing for a relationship, though she clarified that many people experience similar feelings. She questioned whether some of those moments should have been shared publicly, suggesting they might have been better kept private. She noted that despite those struggles, Selena eventually found a partner, which led to speculation about whether she rushed into the relationship due to pressure, comparison with peers, or a desire to settle down. She briefly revisited Selena's dating history, mentioning her long on-and-off relationship with Justin Bieber, which lasted nearly a decade, as well as rumored or confirmed connections with Orlando Bloom and The Weeknd, recalling how The Weeknd's music hinted at emotional experiences tied to their relationship, including lyrics suggesting he felt used as a rebound. She contrasted this with Selena's own music, where she expressed feelings of being replaced quickly, highlighting how both artists told different sides of the same story through their songs. She described that era as intense, with fans analyzing timelines and interpreting lyrics, creating a narrative filled with speculation and emotional reactions. She then questioned whether Selena's eventual marriage to Benny was influenced by societal expectations, noting that women often face pressure to achieve milestones like marriage by a certain age. She emphasized that everyone's timeline is different and that decisions should be made individually rather than based on comparison. She also brought up Selena's past friendship with Francia, noting how their relationship appeared to change after a significant event, though she admitted that outsiders cannot fully understand what happened. She referenced how Selena had addressed the situation publicly without mentioning everyone involved, which led to further criticism and speculation. She briefly referenced Post Malone while discussing emotional fallout in relationships, drawing a parallel to themes of heartbreak and change. Returning to Benny and Selena, she revisited the story of Selena waiting outside his house early, interpreting it as a sign of her romantic nature and eagerness, while also questioning whether he fully appreciated her effort. She pointed out that Benny himself admitted he did not initially realize their first meeting was a date, which she found surprising and possibly revealing about his perspective. She then explored Benny's long professional relationship with Justin Bieber, noting how he had worked closely with him on multiple songs, including deeply personal ones, which made his later relationship with Selena seem unusual or even controversial to some observers. She suggested that working closely with Justin would have given Benny insight into Justin's feelings about Selena, making the eventual relationship between Benny and Selena appear complicated. She speculated that such dynamics could affect trust, though she acknowledged that people form relationships in unexpected ways. She then commented on Benny's personality, suggesting he presents himself as confident and even believes he is the prize in the relationship, which she found amusing. She joked about his behavior in friendships, mentioning Lil Dicky and suggesting Benny might prioritize those connections in a humorous way. Subscribe now if you enjoy these unfiltered breakdowns. She concluded that, in her view, Selena may have settled due to a desire for stability, companionship, or societal expectations, though she acknowledged that Selena appears happy and defends her partner publicly. She reiterated that while she personally does not fully understand the relationship, what matters most is that the couple is content. She ended by encouraging viewers to share their opinions, emphasizing that relationships are complex and that public perception rarely tells the full story. Before wrapping up, she reminded viewers that despite all speculation, only those involved truly know what their relationship is like, and she wished them well while maintaining her own perspective. Subscribe for more stories like this.